to welcome everybody back to Old Walnut Street, the home of Louisville Central Community Center. We're excited tonight, especially tonight, because we're launching a project, the Woodforest Foundry, brought to us by Woodforest National Bank. And I certainly want to give kudos to Robert Byers, the lead staff person with Woodforest that's on our team at LCCC, for this collaboration. So we're about to kick off a cohort experience, some 12 weeks of intensive training with 24 aspiring entrepreneurs. So we want you to come in and learn about what's going on here. Stay tuned. We expect great outcomes. We're building businesses, and we're building the bottom lines of businesses through this experience. So we're excited about the Woodforest Foundry and the Entrepreneurship For All curriculum that we're about to unfold. So please stay tuned.
Very special. I know a lot of you went to some of the events we had throughout the year, and like I said before, this is the third city that Woodforest is actually working with to create this foundry. And I'll tell you this, there's big cities such as Chicago, Charlotte, Philadelphia, Dallas. There's a lot of big cities that could potentially have this, but Woodforest saw the opportunity here, and it wasn't because of me, it was because of the opportunity and all the people that were involved that showed this could really be an impact in the community. So I really look forward for you guys, asking questions and really being involved and talking to each other, because that's what this is really about. We're trying to create a community and ecosystem of entrepreneurs relying on each other, not just the people who are teaching the curriculum. You guys really need to work with each other, and hopefully you guys become, friends and build relationships to grow your own business within each other. I know that some of the other cities that we've had, which is Pittsburgh and San Antonio, a lot of them have become strong co-workers within each other and really help each other's business. And I'll end with this. The biggest thing that you guys can get out of this is understanding that not just coming on every Monday and listening to a guest speaker is where you get most of your value. The biggest part is going to be during the week. So, and that's going to be the most challenging part, because, everybody has 10 million things going on in their life. You may have a full-time job and a part-time job. Kids, you may have an elderly mother. I get it, you have all of that. But if you really want to get the fruit from your labor from this particular boundary, is putting in the time and work from Tuesday to Sunday, because that's where you're really going to see a difference with yourself and with your business. So please, whatever you got going on, try to work around that, because if it was easy, everybody would be in here and everybody would be a successful entrepreneur. But it's not going to be easy. And just finding that time to really focus in on the things that we ask is really going to be very important. Feel free to reach out to me if you need anything, have any questions, and I look forward to working with you.
Looking forward to developing for a long time. I do want to give some kudos to our team that has organized this curriculum, the Entrepreneurship For All, under the banner of the Woodforest Foundry. So I certainly want to thank Woodforest National Bank, our lead sponsor on this venture that we're all taking, and want to certainly give kudos to the team at Woodforest. Robert is here, you'll hear from him tonight, Robert Byers, and Andrew is here from Woodforest. Woodforest, brought us to this place, and through Robert's vision and leadership, when he saw what we were working toward doing here in terms of bringing business back to this part of town, he said, I think I've got a tool set that you can use here, and he's brought it. I do want to acknowledge Woodforest, and we had an opportunity, a team of us from Louisville had an opportunity to go to San Antonio back in October to get trained in this curriculum, trained by a person, Robert Bell is his name. He's the founder of a group called Sustainable Startups, and he wrote this curriculum, Entrepreneurship For All. But we were trained to go, we were brought down there by Robert Byers, and one of his colleagues, I have to give Sonia a shout out. Sonia, what's her last name? Roche, one of the leaders at Woodforest National Bank, who facilitated our visit. She was the one who made sure we had travel arrangements and had hotel and had a great experience for 2.5 days there. She was in a tragic accident just recently, and Robert tells me he's still in a coma. So those who believe in the power of prayer, I'm going to ask for a prayer in her name.
A lot of us dropping a lot of resources right now. It's because we're trying to get everyone set up on the MOPR system. But wait for it. As I told you all, we're going to be integrating a lot of that into it. So going out, there is a business calendar that SCORE maintains, the Service Corps of Retired Executives. There's a community business calendar. I'm going to be sending you all the link, because I'd like for you all to get out to more business-oriented events and trainings besides this one. Now, of course, stay committed to this one, but it's a neat calendar in case if you need like a marketing seminar, where do you find that information to supplement what we've got going on? So I will be sending that out tomorrow once I get the link and make sure it's coming to you all for trying. I got a lot of emails over the course of the week and this weekend and texts. And I want to say to you all, don't ever feel like you're bothering me. I hope if you reached out to me, you saw how responsive I am. Even if I'm not in front of my computer, I will always reply, because it's my job to make sure that you all have what you need. And if I'm never able to respond, know that it'll be coming within the hour. Sometimes I'm in a meeting, but for the most part, I'm really just sitting there waiting for people to use me as a resource. The other piece after tonight, this computer lab, we're going to open this up during the week. Many of you all were trying to do these tasks on your phone, which is fine, but just know that it may be a little bit better to have access to a computer to do your MOPR class. I love them. We're getting along well. So if I'm not going to trade information, please, you all, without the permission of other people, don't share anything in this drive. So I hate that I have to announce that, but just know if I was asked, you all may be asked. Let's keep this environment safe. Now, what happens after this class, because we're hoping that these business plans really take off, you start sharing your plans with people, but please know while you're in my care that we will not be sharing any documents. And actually, we're limiting people even having access to this class for a few weeks. So can you all work with me on that piece? That way no one is afraid to upload them. It has in parentheses here, what big problem are we tackling over the next 90 days? You as an individual business. If you feel brave and you've already done this question on your own MOPR, because I've got several, does anyone want to read their mission if you've already got it done?